What's up, world? It's your boy Drew Marcy here for How to Rap, and in this video, if you follow the exact steps that we're about to tell you from start to finish, you will have your first rap ever written. That's right, we're gonna show you how to write your first rap this year in 2021. Or alternatively, if you've tried to write raps before and you were disappointed by the output, or you're just a rapper who's experiencing writer's block, this video will help guide you through the steps to write a rap quickly and easily with little to no hassle. Now, why am I qualified to tell you these steps that I'm about to show you? As somebody who's had the honor and pleasure of creating the world's first online rap coaching company over 7 years ago, along with almost 20 years of experience rapping myself on top of doing world tours to over 15 countries around the world just from rapping, I feel like my personal experience of being a full-time rapper, but more importantly, having been a professional rap coach for more than half a decade will help ease your mind to guide you through these steps. So if you're interested in writing your first rap in 2021, or you're experiencing a little writer's block and want to go through some steps, this is the video for you. Now, before we begin, be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications because we drop weekly videos on how to write rap step by step, how to become a rapper, how to improve your rap skills, professional rap tips, and much more. And if you're considering becoming more serious about rapping, either professionally or as a hobby you'd like to master, pick up our free How to Rap Dictionary, which covers over 100 of the fundamental vocabulary and rapping concepts you need to transition from trash to smash as someone who'd like to master the art of rapping. You can pick up your free copy of the How to Rap Dictionary by visiting the first link in the video description box below. Now, step one, what to write your first rap verse with. Now, the first question you're probably wondering is, what should I write my rap with? Should I use a pen? Should I use my phone? Should I just try to create it in my mind and just rap whatever I think? Now, let's run through all the possibilities. Now, the most common old school way to do it is, of course, handwriting, right? And that's how most rappers did, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up till like the early thousands. So that's people like Eminem do it that way. People like Nas, right? A lot of the artists that were big in the 90s, that's their writing style of choice. You know, you can think about songs like Book of Rhymes by Nas, or Eminem raps a lot about, you know, filling up his notepad. And there's like a nice tactile touch element to handwriting your rhymes, right? And so that, you know, you feel the lyrics that you're writing, right? You have more of like an emotional connection. And then over time, as you write more and more rhymes, you'll have a nice personal library, stack of rhymes that you can look and feel accomplished as an artist. Rappers who came up in the 2000s and 2010s usually use their phone or a laptop, which is another style that you can use. Now, for all the people in the comments who want to joke, well, Drake reads his stuff from a phone because his ghostwriter texted it to him. I get it. Y'all can make y'all jokes, but we're just trying to talk about different ways that people can write. In any case, the phone is a great option because you'll always already have it on you, right? You're always going to have your phone around you in reaching distance, and it's a lot easier and a lot faster, and you can, you know, get those ideas out quick. I would say that this is the most common way of writing overall these days, so you might just want to get on that bandwagon. Or you can go for extra credit and pre-think of rhymes in your head without any pen or any like extracurricular stuff around you, the way that Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and people like that do. The advantage here is, of course, you look really cool and like a genius when you do it this way. I mean, people just think you're like from another planet, but more importantly, you won't have to rely on having your phone or a pen or anything like that. Like, it's just all you all the time. Additionally, once you get good at this and you're only writing from your mind, you'll be writing raps incredibly fast because you won't even have to write, certainly, but you won't even have to type, right? And so once you master that, you'll be able to create raps really, really fast, as Jay-Z has been noted for. The difficulty, though, is that the learning curve on this will take a lot longer, right? So it'll be incredibly slow, but once you master it, it'll be really fast. So for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna suggest that you just choose to write it down because we don't want to spend, you know, the time that I'll need to master memorization in the length of one video. So throughout this video, what we're gonna do is have you pause the video and actually go through the steps so that you get it done. So right now, I want you to go and grab your notepad and your pen, or if you're gonna use your phone, just pick up your phone and let's get to it. Step two is what to write your rap verse about. Now, there's a million things you can write about, and of course, hopefully you'll write more than just one rap, so you don't have to throw everything but the kitchen sink in this one rap. But just to make it easy for you, what we've done is gone in Google and searched the top 100 rap songs ever made just based on a basic Google search, and we've, you know, sort of put together a list of what were the most common things that people used to start their verses. Like, what kind of things were they describing? What were they trying to illustrate? What kind of tenses and stuff they were using? And what we found is that there's a common theme theme that the Eminems, the Tupacs, the Nas's usually start their verses with, and we want you to start from the very beginning going after the GOATs with that style. And what that is first person present tense description of frustrating circumstances. So in other words, you're describing your struggle, your difficulties in your environment, but in first person, right, from your perspective, and describing it as if it's happening right now. That's that present tense. That's how songs like Cleaning Out My Closet by Eminem start, Hated to Love It by 50 Cent, and The Game, and Changes by Tupac starts. So you got your phone or your notebook out, and you know that you're going to be describing those frustrating circumstances. So we're going to put on the screen a list of possible ideas, like what are some frustrating circumstances you can describe. You can pick one from the list or think of another one, and then we'll get to the next step. Step 3 is how long should your rap verse be? Of course, right? Like how long should I be rapping for? Now, there's a common length among most rap verses, especially in the golden era that you might have heard of, and that's called 16 bars, right? You probably heard that expression, 16 bars or spit a 16. Now, bars is a keyword or expression or a phrase in rap, and it's also a phrase in music theory that means a slightly different thing. But for the purposes of this video, just think of a bar as a line of rap, like one line of rap. Now, again, there's much more levels to it, so I'm going to suggest that you pick up that free dictionary where we go super in depth on that and many other phrases. But for right now, just think of bars or a bar as one line of rap. So 16 bars of rap is what we're going to write. So with that in mind, again, we're going to pause the video and I want you on your phone or in your notepad to write the numbers 1 through 16 for one for each line. One number for one line, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, one for each line, and we'll get to the next step. Next step is where to put the rhymes in your rap verse, right? So you know how long it's gonna be, you know what you're gonna be talking about, but where should we put the rhymes? Now, I know you probably listened to whatever rapper influenced you to watch this video. So if it's the Kendricks and Coles and Eminems and stuff, and they got rhymes flying all over the place, and I'm sure that's where you wanna get to at some point. But we're not gonna overwhelm you with that right now, right? We just want you to get through getting this verse done. Now, we do have a training on how to make an infinite number of rhymes. That's like a multi-million view video, so I'll put it up right there next to my beautiful face. But for right now, we're just gonna focus on rhyming the words at the end of each bar to keep it simple and have you focusing on what's important. So just to recap, you're gonna write 16 bars of rap with words rhyming at the end of each bar. Step 5 is whether you need a beat in your first verse of rap. Now, the most powerful thing possibly about rap is the interaction between two rhythms, right? It's the interaction between the vocal rhythm, the flow, the cadence, etc., and the instrumental rhythm, the beat, right? The instruments and all that. Of course, that's a huge thing. And again, this isn't gonna be the only rap that you're gonna write, but again, we don't wanna overwhelm you, right? And part of the reason maybe you've been nervous about becoming a rapper or writing your first rap or getting back in the game is what we might call beat fear, right? A fear of where do I find a beat? What's a hot beat? Is a style my style? Will I ride? Like all of these different things that you think about. We don't want you to overwhelm yourself with this. We're just gonna focus on writing these lines. All right, now we approach the moment of truth. We're gonna have you write your first bars, okay? So we're gonna have you write bars 1 through 4. The reason we're gonna have you writing 4 bars at a time is a concept that we came up with a few years ago called the 4-bar method. And that's basically, right, we have 16, right? 16 bars of rap. That's 16 is 4 times 4. So it's better to not overwhelm yourself and sort of feel like writing 16 old bars is a big mountain to climb, especially if this is your first verse. Better to focus on just 4 bars at a time and just write those out, and then you can stop, and as we'll do in this video, I'll review your lyrics, I'll make any changes if you want. And that's a very common way of thinking about your raps. You even hear in major rappers that they rhyme 4 bars at a time and then they switch the rhyme on the 5th bar, etc. So it's the 4-bar method. We're just gonna have you focus on these first 4 bars and then we're gonna come back to it. So for these first 4 bars, I want you to paint the image, right? I want you to paint the picture, right? So for me as your new fan, as a person that's about to listen to your rap, for these first 4 bars, I wanna hear from your first person perspective, right? From you looking out in present tense as it's going on, what's going on with your frustrating circumstances. Tell me in just 4 bars. Are you struggling with that relationship? Are you having money woes? Do you want to move out of your city, right? Just focus on in 4 bars telling me as your new fan what it's like to be you in these frustrating circumstances. I'm gonna pause the video. I want you to write those 4 bars and we'll get back to it. All right, you started becoming a rapper already. You already writing raps. That's dope. Congratulations, right? And so now in bars 1 through 4, you just told me from your perspective what these frustrating circumstances are like and what you're feeling. Next, for the next 4 bars, 5 through 8, I want you to tell me what the people around you, the people in your life, your family members, your friends, how do they feel about the present circumstances, the frustrating times, right? How have you told me in bars through 1 and 4 what you were feeling about your tough relationship? In bars 5 through 8, I want you to tell me about what your homies feel about that girl that you're dealing with or that guy that you're dealing with. Or if you told me in bars 1 through 4 what it feels like to be broke, are your friends broke as well? Or they getting cash and that frustrates you because you don't have it? Like, tell me in the next 4 bars what it feels like for them in your present circumstances, and I will see you on the other side, the next 4 bars. Congratulations, you are halfway through your first rap already. You're doing absolutely incredible, all right? And by the way, if you like this content, we're halfway through our little halftime speech. Again, be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications because we do trainings like this all the time. In 2021, we're gonna be doubling down. We're gonna be dropping a lot more content, so be sure to subscribe. All right, so for the next 4 bars, you've told me about how frustrating it is for you personally from your first person perspective. You told me about how people in your life, your homies, your friends, your loved ones, all of that feel about the same present circumstances and how tough they are. Now for the next 4 bars, I want you to tell me what you're gonna do to make it out. Are you gonna hustle and grind? Are you working a job that's really frustrating for you that you're gonna make it out of? You have dreams of going somewhere else like Kanye and Spaceship? Or are you gonna like go hit the streets to make this money like a lot of songs describe? Are you gonna go on the straight and narrow and go to school? Like, tell me how you're gonna get out of these situations from your own personal perspective for the next 4 bars, and then we'll see you on the other side, finish it off. All right, you're so close. You don't even know it yet. You only have 4 more bars to go, and you've already done this 3 times just since you started, so I know you can do it. All right, so you told me about your present circumstances, how you feel about it. You've told me about how people in your life feel about the same things. You told me what you're gonna do to make it out. Now I want you to end it off by telling me what it's gonna feel like for you once you succeed in all the stuff you just told me about how you're gonna hustle and get out of it, your plan to get to out of these frustrating circumstances. End the verse with, it's gonna feel so dope when we get to celebrate. It's gonna feel amazing to buy my mom the house, or like paint the picture and the feeling and the emotion of the success that you've just described you're gonna take actions on for the last 4 bars. Do that, we're gonna pause the video and then we'll wrap it up. Congratulations, you've written your first rap. That's absolutely incredible, right? A lot of times online, people say you can't learn how to rap. You can't be taught rap. If you have to watch videos like this, you're not gonna do it. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're now sitting here watching this video, having written a rap. You can call yourself a rapper right now. I always say, writers are people that write. Actors are people that act. Rappers are people that rap. Don't think that you have to be a multi-millionaire from the streets or whatever in order to say you're a rapper. You're rapping right now. So give yourself a round of applause. You know, I don't want to do that in the recording. Give yourself a round of applause, and I'm gonna give you a quick bonus as well, right? Because I know the next step for you might be, okay, well, I've written a rap, I've gotten through it. Well, what if I want to practice rapping it out loud? And the bonus tip is, look, much like the way you learn an instrument by starting your scales really slow, or if you want to learn how to play a song on piano, you start slow and then speed up. And so you're gonna play note by note and then progressively speed up until the tempo of the song is where the original recording is. I want you to do the same thing as you practice rapping this out loud. Start slow. Don't worry about the beat for right now. Start slow and just speed up, right? Focus on your consonants and your, like the C's, the D's, the S's, the T's. Make sure that they're crisp and enunciated. Start slow and then speed up, right? And do that as a beginning rapper for a while until you can enunciate these words in an interesting fashion. And then you'll eventually be able to rap faster and faster and faster. And that's how people get to become dope, fast rappers. So that is it. You have written your first rap. Now, I want to see you in the comments before you go. Don't click away, right? I want to see you in the comments. Tell me the story of a song that made you first want to write rap, right? Sometimes we have our first rap song we ever heard makes us want to write rap. Sometimes it's years of being a rap fan and then we want to make the final leap. So tell us the story of you writing your first, like what song made you want to write your first rap? What made you get out of your seat, metaphorically? We try to heart every comment. We know we're known for hearting every comment. We try to like every comment, usually respond to everyone. So I want to see you in there with the How to Rap Nation, the How to Rap community. Be sure to pick up your free dictionary, of course, and subscribe and all that. But I definitely want to see you in the comments. I appreciate you taking the time. I've been your host, Drew Marcy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.